press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello my dear students, we have been discussing about the chapter light, shadows and the reflections. See, in the previous class we will learnt about the transparent, opaque and translucent objects. See, transparent objects are those objects where the light allows in such objects, and example for those objects transparent are glass, air, etc. Those objects which allows the light to fall on them are called as transparent object. Next one is the opaque objects. See, opaque objects which do not allow the light to pass through them are called as opaque object, and those objects which do not allow the light to pass through them are called as opaque object. Example for the opaque objects like book, pencil, textbook, chair, etc. These are the example for the opaque object. And the translucent object, those objects which allows the light or some light will be falls on them are called as translucent objects. Example for the translucent objects are the oiled paper and the butter paper. These are the example for the translucent objects. See, these objects can be categorized into transparent, opaque and the translucent object. And next one is the shadow. Shadow is nothing but the objects, it is the opaque objects. When the light falls on such opaque objects, it will create a dark patch which is appear on the ground or in case of the other screen, and such objects are called as opaque objects, and usually opaque objects will create a shadow. And see, like that we can categorize objects into transparent, opaque and the translucent object. And see, in today's class we will learn about some more concept which is related to the shadow. See, what are the conditions which is required for the formation of the shadow? One by one we will discuss now. See, condition for the formation of the shadow are the first condition is it must require the source of light. See, the source of light is very much required for the formation of the shadow. Source of light. And second condition is it must be an opaque screen. Second is if the shadow is formed, the condition is required here, opaque screen. And the last one is the opaque screen and the opaque object. Opaque objects. See, these are the conditions for the formation of the shadow. See here also the light is false. When if I put the opaque object, like our hand is also acts as a opaque object. If I put the light here and see, you can see the shadow of my hand. See, like that we can say that the condition must be required is the source of the light. Either it may be natural source or it may be artificial or the man-made source, and the opaque screen. Opaque screen, here the screen is nothing but the, here we take the ground, or in case of the opaque screen, see like that the board is acts as a opaque screen here, and here opaque object is required, like my hand is acts as a opaque object and the board is acts as a opaque screen, and the source of light is required to form a shadow like that. See, you can see the shadow of my hand, and see the condition for the formation of the shadow is the source of light it requires, opaque screen it requires, and the opaque object is required. And see, this is all about the formation of the shadow. Next we shall move on to the different types of important features of the shadow. Important conditions, or the important features of the shadow. See, important features of shadow. In which first important feature is the shadow formed an opposite of a light source. See, always shadow is formed opposite to the source of the light. See, for example, if I hold the hand in front of the sunlight, it is the shadow which is formed which is opposite to my hand, and this is the first important feature. First important feature is shadow formed on a opposite of light source. Shadow formed on opposite of light source. And the second condition is the, see, first condition is shadow formed on opposite of the light source, and the second condition is change position of light. As the change position of the light, the position of the shadow is also changed. If the position of the source of light, is changes, simultaneously the shadow also changes. See, this is the second condition, second important features. And the third important feature is the an object will move if its shadow will also get changed. Object move as the shadow will also get changed. See, this is the third important feature of the shadow. Next one is the last one, that is source of the light. If the source of the light is void, such as sun, if the source of the light is wider, such as sun, then it includes the two types. Two types of shadow is formed here. Two types of shadow forms here. One is the umbra stage and another one is the penumbra stage. Umbra, first one is the umbra and second one is the penumbra stage. Say umbra stage, where the dark part of the shadow, dark part of shadow occurs at the center, is called the umbra stage, whereas the penumbra stage, partially darked part of shadow, partially dark part of a shadow surrounds the umbra. See here, one by one I will tell you the important features of the shadow. So in which first important feature of the shadow is the shadow formed on opposite of the light source. See, for example, if the light source is falls on a particular object, then the shadow is formed in an opposite direction. For example, if I hold the hand like that, the sunlight which falls on my hand, and later the shadow is formed in a opposite side of the source of the light. And next one is the position of the light changes. If the position of the light, if it changes to here, means then the shadow also change. It is the second important feature of the shadow. And next one is the object move as the shadow also get changed. When the object is moved, and shadow also get changed. If the source of the light will be changed, then the shadow will also get changed. And next one is the source is, if the source is void, such as the sun, if the sun rays which falls on particular object will be rises its size, that is wider portion it will rise, then such a condition there are two types of shadow is formed, and one is the umbra stage, whereas the another one is the penumbra stage. See here, in the umbra stage, it is the region where the total darkness will be formed. In the umbra stage, total darkness will be formed, whereas the penumbra stage, some amount of light will be falls on the umbra stage here. And see, in the umbra stage, that is the region where the total darkness will be formed at the center, and here darker part of the shadow occurs at the center. See, for example, here is a darker part. When the source of the light, consider if the source of the light is here, and the rays which falls on a particular object, and here this acts as a umbra stage, and beside this another object will be placed, and that one will be acts as a penumbra stage. See, I will tell you. See, the difference between the umbra stage as well as the penumbra stage. If I put the torch and focus the light on a ball, see, for example, here I take the torch, and in front of the torch, the rays which falls on the ball or any some round shaped object, then the part of a light which forms a here the part of a light will be formed, and beside this part will act as a umbra stage. See, this part will act as a umbra stage, where umbra is nothing but the darker part of a shadow. The darker part of a shadow occurs at the center. See, in the center region, this umbra stage will be formed, and is called as umbra stage, and the penumbra, partially darker part of a shadow, surrounds this umbra stage, is called as penumbra stage. See, partially darker part is called as penumbra stage. See, this is the difference between the umbra as well as the penumbra stage. See, once again I will draw the diagram clearly so that you can easily understood the difference between the penumbra as well as the umbra stage. See, here I will take the torch, and here I will take the ball or any kinds of a round shaped object. Here the rays of the torch falls on a particular ball, and later at the center of the ball there is a umbra stage. See, this one is the ball, I will write afterwards, and see, this is the shadow, and here is the umbra stage, and this one is the penumbra. And here this is the torch, and this one is the ball. You can take, instead of ball, any other round object or any opaque object you can also be used. And see, the difference between the umbra and the penumbra stage is umbra stage is the region where the darker part will be present at the center, is called as umbra stage, and here the darker part of the shadow occurs at the center, is called as umbra stage, whereas the penumbra is a partially darked part of the shadow which surrounds the umbra, is called as penumbra stage. See here, if we put on the torch and focus on the rays which falls on the particular object, that is opaque object, if the source of the light is false, then there is a two conditions will be formed. See here, torch acts as a white source of energy instead of the sun, as I told you, the source is void. See, in case of the fourth condition or the fourth important feature of this the shadow is the source. If the source of the light or any kind of object which having the light is void, then there are two types of condition we can see, that is two types of shadow we can see. that one is the umbra stage, and another one is the penumbra stage. See, in the umbra stage, where the darker part will be seen, the region where the darker part will be seen are called as umbra region, and this is the darker part of the shadow occurs at the center, and this umbra stage usually occurs in the center. See, and penumbra stage is partially darkered part of the shadow which surrounds the umbra stage is called as penumbra. See, if I put on the torch, when the rays of the torch falls on a ball which acts as a opaque object, then the umbra stage is formed at the center of the object, the center of the shadow. There is a umbra stage will be formed, and penumbra stage which partially lighten and which surrounds the umbra stage is nothing but the penumbra, and here the surrounding part is called as shadow, and here this one is the acts as a screen, and this is how we can say that umbra as well as the penumbra can be distinguished when the source is wide, such as the sun. So this is all about the features of the important features of the shadow. So in which first one is the shadow formed an opposite of the light source. Usually the shadow is formed the opposite of the source of the light. See, if we put on the any object, opaque object in front of the source of the light, then the shadow is formed opposite to the source of the light. And the second condition is the second condition, change the position. If the position of the light is changes, then the shadow is also change its position. Next one is the objects can move as the shadow also get changed. If the objects will be moved, then the then also shadow also get changed. And last one is the if the source is wide, that is such as the sun having the source of light, it is wider, then are of two types of shadow is formed. One is the umbra stage and another one is the penumbra stage. See, umbra stage of the shadow where the darker region will be present, and here the darker part of the shadow which occurs at the center is called as umbra, whereas the penumbra is the partially darker part of the shadow which surrounds the umbra is called as penumbra stage. See here, here I took the torch, and the rays of the torch falls on the opaque object like the ball, and here there is a shadow is formed, and that one is a umbra stage. Umbra type of shadow is formed at the center only, this shadow is formed, so that's why we call it as a umbra. And beside this shadow there is a some source of light is falls in a partially way, and which surrounds the umbra stage is called as penumbra, and the total surface is the shadow, and here it is the screen. So this is all about the important features of the shadow. Next we shall move on to the pinhole camera. See, next one is the pinhole camera. See, pinhole camera is nothing but a device which forms a photograph on a screen a device which forms a photograph on a screen is known as pinhole camera. See, pinhole camera is nothing but a device which forms a photograph on a screen. See, photograph it will form, and it requires the screen, so that the photographs is formed on a screen. And this pinhole camera is very easily can be prepared by using the simple substance, and it also used to image the this pinhole camera is also used to make and this pinhole camera used to make the image of the sun and bright lit objects. See, pinhole camera is nothing but a device which forms a photograph on a screen is called as pinhole camera, and this pinhole camera can be used by using the simple materials, and this can be prepared, and also this can be used to image of a sun we can see, and bright lit objects we can use to see the photography of such objects. And see, there is one activity is there. Here I will read the activity. See, in this activity 5, take 2 boxes so that one can be slide on the other side, and see, we have to take 2 rectangular box, and we have to keep one another by fixing it. There is no gap by fixing it to the one another, and see, on the opposite face of the larger box having we have to keep one point or the make hole in the larger box, and the smaller box cut from the middle square with a side about 5 to 6 centimeters we have to take, and cover the open square in the box with the tracing paper, like either we have to take the translucent screen or translucent material. Slide small box inside the large box with the hole in such a way that the slide of the tracing paper inside the figure, and your pinhole camera is ready for use. See, I will draw the diagram here. You can also prepare in your home also. See, this is how we can prepare the pinhole camera. See, for preparing the pinhole camera, we have to take rectangular boxes, and these rectangular boxes of having the same equal size. See, here we put a hole, small hole, and later in the larger box we have to fix the another box so that there is no gap in between them. Like that, we have to keep So this is how we can done a pinhole camera. See, this is the man-made camera, and we can easily done with the help of simple materials, so that we can use this camera, pinhole camera, for looking the image of the sun and also the bright lit objects. It forms a photography on the screen. And next one is the natural pinhole camera. See, the natural pinhole camera, usually we can see is in the nature, the pinhole camera will be seen. Natural pinhole camera. See, a very interesting pinhole camera in the nature, which forms the small holes formed by the larger number of leaves. Small holes formed by large number of leaves and see, the gap will be created, and this irregular shape of the gaps between the leaves, which acts as a pinhole. Gap acts as a pinhole. We can see the circular image of the sun. Circular image of sun. Circular image of the sun, and circular patches is nothing but the image of the sun. See, natural pinhole camera. See, a very interesting pinhole camera which is formed in the nature, and here the small holes which is formed by the pinhole, and the small holes which is formed by the leaves of different types of leaves, and there is a gap will be formed, and which acts as a pinhole. Usually the large quantity of the leaves which is present in the big number of a tree, which acts as a pinhole. Consider here is a plant or the tree. See, here is the tree, and here different types of leaves will be present, and due to the branches of a leaf, like that, a large tree which is having the large number of trees, when the sun rays falls on a particular tree, and here there is a small gaps will be formed, and on the ground there is a small gap will be present, and if we stand here under the tree and look to the sun, and these gaps which acts as a pinhole to see the sun, and thereby we can say that in the nature itself the pinhole camera will be made, and under the tree we can see the pinhole like that. So this is all about the pinhole camera and the different types of in today's class we will learn about the different features of the shadow and the condition of the shadow, and pinhole camera which is man-made, and natural pinhole camera which is present in the nature, and it is very interesting pinhole camera. Under the sun we can see the bright sunlight. So this is all about the different examples which comes under this chapter. So in the today's class we will learn about the different condition of the shadow, where opaque object, opaque screen, and also the source of light is required, and these are the conditions of the shadow. And the features of the shadow is if the light source is moved from other place, then the shadow is also get moved, and like that there are if the source of the light is wider, such as the sun, then the two types of shadow is formed. One is the umbra stage and another one is the penumbra stage. Umbra stage where the region, the darker part will be formed, whereas the penumbra, the light, sometimes light will falls on them, and which may create the shadow, and that is nothing but the penumbra stage or the penumbra shadow. And like that pinhole camera we have to learn, and see in the pinhole camera we used to create or to image photography of a screen, we can use photograph on the screen we have to use, and this image is this pinhole camera can used for making the image of the sun, and bright lit object can be used by focusing on such objects. And in the nature itself the pinhole camera can be created, and under the tree we can see the pinhole camera, the gap acts as a pinhole. And see, this is all about the today's class. Let's wind up the class here, and tomorrow's class we will learn some more concept about the chapter. Thank you.